Be a voice.
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 Visit WisconsinVoices.org.
Visit WisconsinVoices.org.
Visit WisconsinVoices.org
And learn more on how to be a voice with Wisconsin Voice.
To set you off, I have the co-executive director, one of the co-executive directors. You met one yesterday, and Tim Schindler. Today we have Tamika Vukovic.
Vukovic.
Oh, it is a ch.
It's a ch.
I was trying not to do the ch.
My husband explained that to me the other day.
Yeah. What you think? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna leave that there. Okay. I'm not finna do this with y'all today. Tamika, take it away.
Hey, Keon.
Hey,
Wait,
Tamika.
let me start over right. Hey, Keon. How you doing?
Hey, baby, don't do that.
Oh. Y'all missed me yesterday?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. Let me say that again because I heard some dead air. So
Let
me make sure.
They work.
Yeah, let me make sure. Did y'all miss me yesterday?
Yes.
Oh.
Not necessarily.
Hello, everyone. This is Tamika Vukovic, co-executive director of organizational empowerment. See, they didn't get my title right yesterday, so I had to put in organizational empowerment.
Ooh, Tamika, I forgot to add.
What?
And if you want to see her hair, we're streaming live now here at WNOV. If you go to the we're streaming live. Now. Yeah, we're live streaming now from the Facebook page, AM 860. So if you go to the AM 860 Facebook page and you like it, you'll get notifications for all the shows as soon as my man Carvey over here hits the record the stream button. So check us out. You can see Tamika's hair and her Michael Jackson sleeves, wrists. Yeah.
You know what?
Yes, ma'am.
I am who I am, no matter what. You better be glad I don't have a hat on. I have something important to do tonight. So I had to get my hairs did.
Yeah, hers did. Yeah.
My hair, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
He cut all of them. But back to this. I am so glad to be a part of the WNOV family. I've been on the show a couple of times here and there with Michelle. Usually Michelle, when I leave, she usually shaking her head.
Right, because we have so much fun together.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
She feels left out.
No. And because Michelle just has
dealing with a full day.
Well, and I let people know she ain't either, but she does on mic, but we get to act ourselves in public the way we do.
But I just wanted to say, Michelle has taught me so much about driving, learning how to drive, driving in the snow, all those things.
She got stuck in the snow in a Jeep. Oh, yeah, you probably that. In a Jeep, the big Jeep.
Yeah.
The Wrangler.
The red one.
It's got the 4x4.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, let's talk about Wisconsin Voices. Wisconsin Voices is what we are working with today. Our whole organization, I want to talk about a little bit about the people that work there. They are wholeheartedly about this community in the state of Wisconsin, from working extra hours to doing stuff that ain't really in their job description, but they really try hard to make sure everything we do and everything we touch is part of the community. We focus on BIPOC, Black, Indigenous people of color, but also marginalized people who don't have a voice and can't have a voice. And that's why this show is called Be a Voice. We want people to interact with us. We want them to call in, ask us questions. We're going to tell you the number is 414-444-5250. We want everybody that can possibly have a voice be a voice. We are starting out now. I know y'all, I wasn't here yesterday, and anybody who listened yesterday, I was on secret special assignment. You got some, what is that called? Some sound effects for that. Okay, let's try that.
Not for that.
Oh, okay.
My fault. Come on.
Okay, here we go.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So this really, it wasn't like secret. We just couldn't tell anybody at the time. But I was with the president, Vice President Kamala Harris. She was here doing her reproductive tour, and she kicked it off here in Wisconsin. One of the things that Wisconsin Voices is adamant about is protecting rights of women, protecting rights of Black and Brown people, because they do get the shaft when it comes to reproductive rights and healthcare and any of those things. So the speech was interesting, but let's talk about my I guess I like to do things that gives me a different perspective on what's going on. And one of the things this time, I wasn't part of the group. I wasn't part of the community. I wasn't part of the staging. I was driving in the motorcade.
Okay.
So they asked for individuals around the city to just be part of driving in the motorcade. Now, you think that was kind of boring, but I learned a lot from that, just how the interactions work, how the back and forth, how much effort it is to have her just come here. And I love the fact that this was her. They made it a priority to talk about Wisconsin in her very first stop. But it was interesting. I was mostly in the car, but have you ever got to drive around the city of Milwaukee going 70, 80 miles an hour with nobody stopping you and not worrying about you have to get a ticket?
Oh, I just thought about you said the motorcade.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So they got to drive real fast with the president and the vice president.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it was actually interesting.
Envious.
It was kind of interesting on this part, just because, Senator Taylor sometimes sarcastically say I'm a chosen one because she kind of making fun of me or something.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, yesterday they had all these cargo vans. And one of the things is most of these cargo vans were rentals, so they was kind of jacked up a little bit for the staff. The vice president had her own stuff, and David Crawley was there, and Cavalier Johnson was there, but the rest of them got these cargo vans, and I got one that was a luxury one. I mean, the seats were heated. I had a minivan, and I would let down the window. I'm like, ooh, my booty a little warm here with this seat. They was looking at me hot mess. So I think, yeah. But we had a great time, and this also kicks us into being part of this process, being part of the political process, not being partisan, but the political process. We have elections coming up. We have the primary is February 20th. We need to start talking about what's on that ballot.
I'm just looking at you because we need to hype it up because we had a whole election cycle pass with nothing going on.
Right.
So people are really out of play.
They are definitely out of play. We have to, early voting starts February 6th.
Yes.
We really must make sure that we get out there and vote. Right now you can vote, you can register to vote, but in Wisconsin, if you don't register to vote before 20 days before the election, you only can register at the polling place. So get your registers in now, go to the website, get it in, do what you have to do. My Vote Wisconsin, those are the things you can do now to exercise your, because we have some obligations. Keith was talking about, he's a human, he's a mankind, he's American, then let's do our duties. We have certain duties we have to do. We have to do jury duty.
Mhm.
We don't want to, but we should. It's part of our right, what we should do.
Mhm.
We have to vote. I'm not telling you who to vote for, what to vote for, how to vote for, but I'm saying you have to exercise that right to vote. There's too many people who have been in prison, died, jail, everything because of that. So we're going to go through the ballot. We're going to see who's on the ballot, both citywide, countywide. We're going to do city of Milwaukee and county. And just have some discussions about it.
And if you have any comments, contributions, or questions about the conversation, as you know, phone lines are always open, 414-444-5250. It's 414-444-5250, 414-444-5250. Engage, y'all. It's that time. You know, you want to know. So here we go.
Keon, you know what? You are so well informed.
I mean, I God has placed me amongst an amazing squad at this level on this field in my life. You know, I serve multiple fields. I play multiple sports, but when it comes to community and politics, I've been blessed with. Life is a sport. You got to. It's not a spectator sport. I'm a sporting man. You know what I'm saying?
On that note,
I
like to introduce the staff that I got. I accidentally said God. But we have with us today, we have my director of organizations and partnership. Organizing and partnership. She is such a team player. I just forget that she's the director. That's what. And then we have our lead organizer and just overall great person, Brian Sanders. And we have our newest team member. Oh, I'm sleepy, y'all. Joe Dre. We have a caller. Let's see who this caller is. Be gentle. This is our first call that I'm taking.
Be gentle. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Hi, Tamika. This is Todd Spruer.
Mr. Spruer, how are you doing?
I'm good. I see you still got your sense of humor. Dig it.
It's very dry, and people just look at me. And most of the time, after a conversation with me, they just shake their head.
I'm going to call you Varnell Hill because you opened up with, "Did you miss me?" Ooh-wee. That's hilarious. Come on now. Did you miss me? Hey, yeah. I seen Toya yesterday and I heard her yesterday. And so I talked to her and she said, "Call in." And then you here. And so it's all ball. Yes, ma'am.
But Todd, awesome. I got a question for you.
Yes, ma'am. I'm listening.
Are you registered to vote? You got a voting plan? I just want to hear yes.
I'm a community organizer. Oh, for people who don't know. Yes, I'm a community organizer, and I'm very well engaged. What we call a 4 of 4 voter. That means you vote spring elections. You don't miss anything. Primaries, you don't miss anything. You have to vote every rip. Primary, I don't care what it is. It is like you said, our civic duty. Yes, ma'am.
What'd you say, Spruer, as fan, February, April, August, and November?
Excuse me?
I said February, April, August, and November, every election.
Every election. You could do it on the van.
Yeah.
See, I know the intricacies of organizing. So I'm a 4 of 4 voter.
So have you worked, Todd? Yeah, you said van, so now I get to open up. I get to put it out there. So have you worked with Wisconsin Voices before?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I mean, I worked with LaToya through several different campaigns, many.
Well, the same thing. And if you haven't, because Tamika, you've been the executive. How long have you been with Wisconsin Voices?
February 1st, it'll be 2 years.
Okay, so you haven't worked with the actual organization since she's been there, but in working with them, you know, in your words, what would be the importance of individuals like the two you named, LaToya and Tamika, heading an organization? What does that mean for our community? Because the organization has been here for a while, and a lot of people don't know what it is. But now we
Okay.
got folks that are relevant in our community. Like I definitely gave my endorsement yesterday. You know, so talk to them about you working with the individuals here.
Okay. Where do I start? First of all, Miss Vukovic, right? That name, right? Tamika Vukovic. When you see her, you like, hold on now, right?
So she can get you. She can get you to run a meeting. she can get you to the table with the contract. Okay.
Hey, on what? Right? And so, but as it relates to, I'll start with Toya White. Well, Stribling now, right?
Oh, you
Man,
gave the
you
government
gave all
name.
my
All the
government
government names.
Oh, my bad. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna keep it a buck,
Okay.
you know. But as it relates to those two young ladies and their work, like she said, you wouldn't do this work for pay. You have to be really engaged because there's so many ways to not really give it your all. You know what I mean? And so these two women, I could say it wholeheartedly, over the past 10, 15 years or something like that. You know, I've seen them women grow. You know, seeing Tamika become the alderwoman over there, what's that, White Glendale, if I ain't mistaken, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And so, you have to really have a passion, and I can say it, like I said, wholeheartedly, that these two women have stood the test of time because it's not easy, especially when you got that title, executive director. Woo! Come on, co-executive director. Come on, man, that's heavy. And so I applaud these two women for what they have done for our community. Trust me.
You know, it's funny. I think either Toya or I are coming to one of our offices. Dude, I'm quitting today. I'm quitting. And then if I say I'm quitting, Latoya will be like, yeah, Tamika, but you got this to do. I was like, okay, I can't quit today. But tomorrow I'm going to, you know, but in all honesty, we really love what we do. We love our community. You know, I don't know if people, you know, truly understand like where our team came from. I like to tout out how we got Brian on our team. He was literally downstairs working for another or a floor below us, working for a different organization. And I looked at him and said, he needs to be out in the community. We talked to him for a little bit, and then Latoya was like, nah, he need to come work for us. And it took it took a while for us to do it, but here's the great thing about it. He came in and killed it and brought in new partners. We always want to make sure that we are connected. Anybody who wants to come and hang out at Wisconsin Voices, tell us their complaints, their gripes, you know, we want to hear it. Now, we can't solve everybody's problems. I'm not trying to say that we will. But if we can get a big enough voice, be a voice, start gathering people with, you know, these, to go to the politicians, to go to the policymakers. And we're going to, you know, after this next break, we're going to start talking about what each of these partners do, what the organizations do to bring that into focus for the people.
Tamika?
Yes, sir.
I would like to say this, that people sometimes think that politicians are a certain type of way or they're not reachable. I mean, for the common person, right? For the people that have not been engaged, they think that it's too lofty for them to deal with. No, politicians are just like Todd Stewart.
Yeah.
Average Joe. Yeah. It is what it is. They chose to a career field, but they want to hear from you. They want to hear from the people, and so I encourage all my brothers, you know, who don't necessarily do what I do, because a lot of my friends, you know, do a whole lot of other stuff. You know what I mean? And so I still encourage them to vote. do your civic duty. It's a duty.
It
It
is.
is a duty.
It is a
And so
duty.
stand up for your people. And with that, I close. And I got to get out of here because y'all know I do music 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And so y'all have a blessed day, Toya. Love y'all.
Love you too,
Tian,
Todd.
you know what it is.
Show enough.
Yup.
Thanks for calling in.
But this is what this is all about. This is when we got this opportunity to come on and do the show, it was at first we were nervous. We're like, we can't do this. We can't keep content for 3 times a week for how long we're on. And then we started talking among the staff and saying, but we have partners we can highlight. We have issues that we can talk about among not just in Milwaukee County, but we are statewide. So we know we have a voice out there statewide too. We want other places beside that are listening, that is besides in Milwaukee County, to contact us, reach us. We may not know you, but we would like to know you.
We would like to hear from you. That's what Be a Voice is about.
And then once we celebrate, just real quick, we're having our gala on February 16th. And one of the things we did in our first gala last year is we tried to highlight some of the people that were around. We gave an award to Linda Hano because she started Wisconsin Voices back in 2010. We highlighted Sherman Park and for protecting democracy, Believers for Change and Share the Love for being community advocates and being there in the community, Turner Hall for teaching advocacy because that's part of our pillars. And then we did a special shout out to a community hero.
Mm-hmm.
You know who our community hero was? Keon, you know? That's Mother Herrera.
I was going to say, Jeanette, see, that's not mother to me, it's sister.
Oh,
Sister Jeanette Herrera.
But
From
she
the church. Yeah.
and it was
that's right.
and it was so interesting that she came to a show and she had always said, Tamika, you don't listen to me. I'd be listening to her because she is such a wise woman. And I'd be listening to her and listening. Tamika, you ain't listening. That's okay. You ain't listening. You always got to go. But I listened and heard everything she said. So when we got ready to give her the award, she didn't even know I was talking about her. Her head was in her phone. She was listening. And so when we gave it to her, she teared, but she gave us a whole speech on reparations and we didn't even know about. So when we get back, we're going to talk about some of these elections, what these alder people, county execs, supervisors, what they all do. And then we'll tell you who on the ballot.
Catch Wisconsin Voices, Be a Voice Radio, every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday at 11 a.m. as we focus on community partnerships, voter education, and long-term collective impact for all Wisconsinites.
Be a voice.
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 Visit WisconsinVoices.org.
Visit WisconsinVoices.org.
Visit WisconsinVoices.org
And learn more on how to be a voice with Wisconsin Voices.
Join us February 16th at 5 at the Bavarian Beer House for our Be a Voice Gala. Join us for a spectacular night as we gather to highlight the efforts and future of our community. Visit WisconsinVoices.org to learn more.
All of us to understand, I don't care if you at the barbershop cutting hair right now, you driving down the street, you take your grandma to a doctor's appointment, whoever. If you are putting all this energy in to go out to these stores and buy these clothes and pretty shoes and all these cars and jewelry and stuff and go to Allure on a Thursday night, you can definitely come out and come and support your local community and come support at the polls. You know, it's
what age demographic is that?
For me, I'll say, everywhere from the ones that really need a reminder would be everybody from 18 to about 40. I would say they needs a strong reminder about how serious it is, and not just the presidential election. You in your neighborhood complaining about things not getting done, but then you're not going to do any work or going to polls. It was pushed on me proudly and I've always been going to vote since I turned 18. I haven't missed. You could check me if you want to. But I only missed one in 2012. I haven't missed any election, local or any of the national election, the presidential elections. Only one, and it was a local in 2012. That's the only one I missed. And I'm not bragging. I'm just saying that once you get into that habit,
brag on that. Throw your hands up.
Yeah, it's just it's important because you can't really talk about what's going on in your community and how the sidewalks are uneven or any of the. I've gotten help from aldermen on just little stuff. I do want to shout out to Russell Stamper when I needed some work done while Mr. Cavalier Johnson was getting his mayoral campaign started, or he was going through that process. I needed a speed bump in my auntie's neighborhood. I wasn't living there at the time, but I just seen how people were coming off in Hampton really fast for the last 3, 4, 5 years more. My granny is getting older, and my auntie, of course, is getting older as well. And I didn't like them getting out their car and folks coming off in Hampton doing 45, 50 miles an hour. So I did some calls, I did a petition, and I was able to go through everybody on the block except this one lady that's kind of weird.
Can't be talking about.
I mean, sometimes, but it's the truth.
You couldn't catch up with her.
Yeah, I think it's the truth. She just didn't want to sign a petition for safety. It was a safety petition, but her and then one other person who I couldn't get in contact with. Everybody else signed it, but they understand the importance. After I got that one speed bump put in the neighborhood, that whole neighborhood got speed bumps on every block now, and off of that one speed bump. It's speed bumps everywhere now, but everywhere between anybody that's listening that's off of 69th and Hampton. If you've seen one speed bump go up, you probably say I did it because the other rest go up because off that one speed bump, it took a lot. It took a lot of people like, you know what? Yeah, this block needed 70th and Hampton definitely needed. So I just want to say again, if you see anything going on in your community, it's not getting done right. It's because the wrong people are in that office. You need to go out and exercise your right to vote, and that's it.
So Wisconsin Voices kind of covers the Milwaukee area. We all in different areas. We live in different areas, or Milwaukee County, I should say. Like Latoya live over here around about the WNOV in our offices. Brian lives over on the west side. Milwaukee.
The far northwest side.
Some of the other people
Joe
live
downtown.
Yeah, we
just
even
coming here with me today. Let me say this to Mika. He was coming here with me today, and this the first police car he seen. I said, yeah, he live
downtown.
I'm surprised.
But we got the downtown people covered. Because Joe living there, he'll know what's going on. We have our whole staff pretty much close to Wauwatosa. She in Milwaukee, but she lives close to Wauwatosa. We even got Eau Claire covered, with staff. So Appleton covered. So we really are trying to make sure that you are able to email us, talk to us, go to wisconsinvoices.org. There's, you can ask us questions. You can hashtag us at be a was voice or WI voice.
Hashtag BAWI voice.
And we if we said BA Wisconsin voice, y'all would have rolled out Wisconsin. So we gotta say was WIBEA WIVOICE.
See, don't do people like that.
That's how we do.
Yeah, I know.
Because what happened when our people come back and be like, you didn't say that it was a WI. So I was, and then if we said Wisconsin, well, you didn't tell me it was supposed to be spelled. So we do it all. But our website, Wisconsin Voices, that's spelled out. We got a caller.
And before Toya, please, when you talk, pull the mic because your handler's gonna call me if he don't hear you.
We have a handler.
You were way back when I listened on the radio. I'm like, oh, I'm finna get it.
What you? Oh, okay.
She gonna get on me.
Oh yeah.
But that is. But wait a minute.
Hey, you see how we do it? I said, oh yeah.
But that's how that. Our whole staff, everybody is vested into making sure we do everything we have to do and make sure we do it right and get to the community. But
I think I keep the phone up because I read G.
Right.
Who's on the call?
I don't know. We're gonna see you and join the conversation. 414-444-5250.
And after this caller, we're gonna talk about the election.
414-444-5250. Caller, welcome to Be a Voice with Wisconsin Voices.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, okay, it's me. Well, my name is Randy Jones. I am a candidate for Alderman of the 7th District. So I would like to chime in, especially concerning voting, how important it is. Once of all, as I knock on doors, I mean, you just see not only the young people that are not informed about voting, even the elderly and the seniors in our community are just not, they're kind of hopeless. So they finally kind of want to give up on voting. I remember speaking to one of our seniors about a half an hour. She just gave up on voting, and I just had to convince her that you can't give up hope in voting.
Right.
So that's my main thing. And I haven't worked too much with Wisconsin voting, but I've looked over what you guys did. I think it's great. We need more people like that. We need more funding to go to organizations like yours that's grassroots, that's actually making a difference in our community in the build. So that's pretty much what I want to say. So I hope I get an opportunity to chime in when you speak to more of those of us that are running for office.
Oh,
So
definitely.
what we plan on doing is trying to see if we can have a segment for there's only a few people that are on the ballot, that especially in the primary. We have the primary for mayor. It's a primary for the mayor district. Let's see, District 5 in Milwaukee, District 7 in Milwaukee. Let's see, is there any other primaries? District 11 in Milwaukee. So we're going to focus on those primaries first to make sure that we can try to get the people to know who you are. So contact us at wisconsinvoices.org. Let us know and you can email us at press at wisconsinvoices.org. And those are the places, if you want to be on the show, you have something good you want to express. And this is to anybody, email that press at wisconsinvoices.org. And then we can make sure that we give everybody equal opportunity to come out, say who they are, what do they bring to the community. But now we're going to start out by let's talk about
Thank you. We do want to hear from you. We know that you're running for the 7th district, so please get in contact with us, and we want both of the candidates to express yourselves.
There's 4 of them. That's why I'm not saying anything.
Yeah,
they
four
got
of
4 of
us.
them on there.
So we want y'all to
All right.
express yourselves so people will know who the candidates are.
Yeah, right, and that's what I think was needed, because I think our people need to make an educated vote on who they're voting for. Not only if I don't win, they have to represent me too. So I want to make sure whoever's in that position is qualified to do what needs to be done to help our 7th district back.
There you go. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Jones.
Thank you.
So let's go into the county exec. But this is not a primary, but I just want to make sure that we do know it's we have the incumbent David Crowley and Aisha Griffith. She is actually on a couple of different ballots, so we want to make sure we don't make sure that we know that when we talk about her, she's on the ballot for mayor, ballot for county exec, and she's on the ballot for District 3. Just to make sure, so people don't call and say, you said her name when you was talking about this. She is on the ballot 3 different times. So, and she's collected her signature and she's on the ballot. But what does a county exec do?
I can speak to what a county exec can do.
Joe,
Look at
see,
that.
now Joe
it's my
this
turn.
is his expertise.
Now
So
it's
now
my
Joe
moment.
want to call in.
My time.
Oh yeah.
Finally, I've been waiting, guys. First, I just wanted to say, just building off what Brian said, and kind of what the theme of our caller was talking about. Being an educated voter is super important. Not just going out there and marking off a name or going in blindly, but really understanding the issues and what those candidates stand for, and finding one that aligns with your values a little bit more.
It's hard to take him seriously when he got a Buckeye shirt or hat on. So,
But you got to be careful when you start talking about the Buckeyes around me.
It's changed quick.
What they do?
So a county
We
executive
don't know.
A county executive is a chief executive officer for the county. Thanks. County executives manage and supervise the county's departments and agencies and all county services, programs, and projects. They play a leading role in establishing the efficiency and effectiveness of county government.
So, can the county exec put a speed bump or put something in your park? He can bring it to the county supervisors, but he is not responsible for that. So let's make sure we hold people accountable for what their jobs are. Speaking of which, then we have the county supervisors.
County supervisors oversee the operation of county government. A county supervisor is a member of the local government board who votes on issues in public meetings to help provide local legislation, budgeting, and other services.
So that is huge, because what the county exec does is he kind of tries to run the day-to-day. He brings the budget to him, but he doesn't have any real say in the budget because it has to be approved by the county supervisors. That's when they nitpick, get into the nitty-gritty, ask questions one way or the other about things. And then the only time and I don't believe this happens in the county, but in the city at least, if there's a tie, they are tiebreakers. But all these people, and remember, all these people are policy makers. They're either designing the policies, or they're voting on policies, or they're doing what they have to do to create what the constituents want. That's why you have to talk to them. That's why we cannot keep putting politicians on a pedestal. They are the same people like you and me. I am an elected official, yes, but I put my pants on one foot at a time. I put my socks on. I have to eat. I have to go to the bathroom. I have to sleep. All these things are exact same as every other person in the community. But I also took a vow, and I put myself out there to listen to what people say, whether I like it, whether they're yelling at me, now I won't let them disrespect, but I understand when they're angry about something. Sometimes you just got to take it because they are fed up or they're angry. This is what we have to do for us. And I'm telling you, I can speak for most of the politicians that I know. It's hard sometimes doing this job, but we do it because we care about our community. And I always say, as soon as I stop caring about community, I should definitely be out of that job. We had a caller. Let's see what our caller wants to say.
Hello.
What's up, dope? This be Jackson Sylvester over here at the Believe St. Johnson. But I'm dope.
Oh, no.
Jackson, what it do?
Yeah. Hey, I'm just shooting out, man, because, we want to make sure the community understand what Wisconsin Voices really represent in Milwaukee. And, I am the co-founder of Believer for Change, but one of the things I love about Wisconsin Voices is they're not the big organization that's trying to squash the little people. They're actually the ones that trying to bring the little people together so we can do more in the community. And the partnership that we have with them is invaluable. And so, we want to give all thumbs up, to the good people there, Latoya, Tamika, Brother Brian, and the new brother that just come aboard. Listen, one thing I want to say about, these individuals running for election is that it's time for us to support the people that care about our community. It's not about black and born here, you should be in office. It's about those who really represent the people in the community.
Right.
And so we definitely want to, I know me as a Believer for Change, I'm serving notice that if you ain't doing right, I'm going to do everything I can to expose you to the community. Because you ain't got no business in there doing something that is not uplifting our community. It's too many young people dying in our streets. It's too many people starving. It's too many mental health people being untreated for all these individuals being in these seats. And it's a lot of people running, but they don't even know what they're running for. So on that note, we just want to be real in this Milwaukee voting coming up.
and make sure we get the right people that's going to help our community be uplifted. On that note, peace out.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jackson.
One of the things that I don't know if we call her Big Love around here, ain't that right, Keon? Martha Love. The first election I ever worked for, a candidate, I was a campaign manager, and I sent her over there. I was like, "Oh, Martha will help you," you know. And you know what, Martha Love? The first question Martha Love said, "What do you do as this particular? What is your job?" And they hee-hawed around. I mean, they knew what they wanted to do, but they didn't know exactly what the job was. So now, like, as these years have gone, if I work with a candidate or work with anybody, I always ask, "What's your job? What do you do?" I remember I worked on a particular gubernatorial campaign back in 2018. And I said, if you're going to talk to Martha Love, you better know constitutionally, what does this job mean? What do you have to do? Because then people understand sometimes when they can't do things, it's because they can't. It's not in their wheelhouse. It's not in their privy. It's a state issue. It's not a local issue. Knowing what issues are local with city or, village, or is it a state issue or a federal issue is very important as well. That's why we have our Civic 101 training over at Wisconsin Voices. We have gone to a couple of churches here in the state of in the city of Milwaukee, just trying to explain to people, this is what you have to know to be an informed voter. Let's talk about some of these county supervisor races. I think there's only one that is in the primary, and that, oh no, I think it's not one in the primary, and that's District 18. Deanna Alexander, Joe Martin Hagedorn, and Brandon Williford.
We need to have all three on.
We need to have all three of them. Please call us to set up the time so you can come in and talk to the people. These are our primaries. This is February 20th. So you're going to have to decide which three or which two we're going to go to the general.
And can I say something about that, Tamika?
Yes, ma'am.
We're educating people now because we're trying to help people be an educated voter, so we don't have to keep hearing this word lesser evil. And I'm voting for this person because that one is Caucasian and this one is black, so I'm going to vote for them because they're black. We need to start being educated and vote for people that support our causes and our issues in our community.
And these are super important. Sometimes, honestly, I look at my world has changed, or if it changes, and during a presidential election, my life hasn't changed that much. It has affected some of the people I love and know, but between Clinton all the way up to Biden, my life hasn't changed that much. And if they did change, it was because of my age, my status. I got married in between there. I became a mom, so there's things that have changed it, but not necessarily because of who the president was. But depending on who the president is this time, things could drastically change. So we're not supporting one way or the other. We're just saying, please be informed on what the candidates are saying. How does it affect your life, your world? So it goes from school board, local government, alderman, county supervisor, county exec. We have some aldermen that are outside of Milwaukee that's up for re-election. Some that are, village trustees and village presidents. Shout out to Wanda Montgomery. Just had to say that real quick. But let's talk about the city of Milwaukee. We have there's a primary, 3 candidates. We have Cavalier Johnson, Aisha Griffin, and David D. King. There is a primary on there. Would you say?
He's back.
Hey, I've seen all three of them on a ballot before for mayor, so y'all gonna have to do y'all due
Research.
diligence. Do your research.
Yeah.
Then let's see, what else do we have on
Have a break.
District 5? Huh?
We have a break.
Oh, well, we was gonna get to the District 5, but I'm gonna let you
District
go.
5 on the way back.
Okay. Hi, my name is Tamika Vukovic, co-executive director of Wisconsin Voices. Please join Wisconsin Voices every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. We will be focusing on community partnerships, voter education, and long-term collective impact for all Wisconsinites.
You're listening to Wisconsin Voices, Be a Voice Radio. Follow us at BAWI Voice and learn more at wisconsinvoices.org.
You gotta bounce to a little bit, bop a little bit. I saw Keon head shining.
That ain't-
Bopping over there.
It's that elevator music. I like the other one.
I like that. Let's move.
I like the first
We got variety here.
It's like a tone down.
All right, we're going back to district. We're talking, well, first of all, we are Be a Voice, Wisconsin Voices, on the ones and twos. I always wanted to say that. I know it's kind of corny, but come on, Keon, what you got to
That's
say?
cool because Qua always wanted to hang up on somebody and say they didn't win the contest. Everybody got their thing. So you got yours off today. He got his.
Wait a
off.
minute, I didn't see Brother Debo in the house. Hello. He running. Why he running?
He'll be back.
Why he run out of here? He's scared. He's scared of us. Okay. Well, let's talk about District 5. We got four people. No, 3. Bruce Winter, Lamont Westmoreland, and Stacy Smiter. Smiter.
Smiter.
Well,
thank you.
They are on a primary ballot. And then we have the Alderman District 7. Let's see, Jessica Curry. Curie, is that it?
Like Curry.
Curry, okay. Randy Jones, DeAndre Jackson, and Kenneth Hughes.
Okay.
These people are vying to take the seat that Khalif Rainey previously held. Interesting stuff. I'm scared for Milwaukee. They finna do some things. They finna shake it up in there.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have District 10. There's a Richard Geldon, Charlene Moore. Oh, that's not a primary though. District 11 is a primary.
Okay.
District 11 is a primary. Ooh, this is a Lee Whiting. WHIT. I'm gonna get some of these names together because this is
like my last name, but not with the E.
So I noticed something. Tamika, I know you've been cute. Wear your glasses.
I can see close up. I just don't know how to pronounce these names.
Are they right in front of her?
Yeah.
So
But-
they sitting in front of her under the paper.
No, I can see close up. My glasses are for when I have to look at you. I can't see you. You just trying to give me an excuse because I can't read these names. So. But thank you. Let's see. Peter Burgess. And a familiar name. Josh Zepnick. We know that name. So those are the people on the primary. Interesting stuff. We are going to try to, hopefully they'll contact us to be on the show. We're going to try to contact them. All their information, their websites are on the City of Milwaukee website. They have a connection to it. Start reading. One of the things that I teach, I teach because I don't like to, when we do when we inform people, is to do your homework. Like write down 5 local or the things that locally you care about the most. Go in there and see what each candidate is doing. Mark it off. Oh, I like what he says here. Do some research. If you can't figure out who to vote for, then just do that. And whoever has the most, no one in this world will ever 100% have everything you check. But what we don't want you to do is be a one-issue voter. See who the best make is. See how many of the issues that matter to you, they're rolling with you. And that's how you select a candidate, not by one vote or who you know or how you know, because that has gotten us in a lot of trouble lately. Who you know, how you know. Well, we got some a few more announcements, and then we got a really good announcement for Friday.
All right. We're talking about elections. So today, Governor Evers is doing his State of the State address tonight at 7 p.m. So everybody on Fox 6. So please, everybody, chime in and see how your state is going. That's how you're gonna know how you're gonna make sure you hold people accountable in your local elections. This is more important than a presidential race, is your state races. So, and your local races. So tune in tonight.
And we will see you Friday for trivia. We playing trivia. We're gonna give a few items away, some prizes, see how much our people know about our government and Wisconsin Voices. Love to have you guys here. Thank you for making our first 2 times on the show great. We will see you soon. And Keon, thank you for being Keon.
Amen. I say Ricky Ticky Tabby, y'all.
Be a voice.
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 Visit WisconsinVoices.org.
Visit WisconsinVoices.org.
Visit WisconsinVoices.org.
And learn more on how to be a voice with Wisconsin Voice.